Friends, you all use a product every day from a company that was originally named Blue Ribbon Sports. I'm not joking. In 1964, Phil Knight and Bill, the founders of Nike, initially named their company Blue Ribbon Sports, but after realizing the importance of a good brand name, they changed it to Nike. Phil Knight received a check for $1,000, which helped them start their operations, hire employees, and grow their company. Today, Nike is one of the biggest sports brands in the world. Elon Musk took a multi-billion-dollar loan, just like many tech companies faced struggles during the 2000 dot-com bubble crash. One of the world's richest men, Elon Musk, has also taken massive loans to expand his businesses. People often wonder why someone as wealthy as Elon Musk needs to take a loan. The answer lies in understanding the concept of net worth, which is calculated as total assets minus total liabilities equals net worth. For example, if you have $100,000 in savings, $200,000 in investments, and your home is worth $400,000, your total assets would be $700,000. If you have taken $90,000 in loans from a bank and friends, your total liabilities would be $90,000. Thus, your net worth would be $700,000 minus $90,000 equals $610,000. Similarly, Elon Musk's net worth is in the hundreds of billions, and he has taken loans to fund Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter. The reason? To expand his companies, improve innovation, and ultimately generate more profit from these investments. My personal story about loans. Many people are afraid of loans, even highly educated ones. A friend of mine who has an MBA and a solid business plan wanted to start his own business but was saving money instead of taking a loan. He needed $100,000 but feared borrowing from a bank or investors. I explained to him that investors don't just provide money, they also offer expertise, knowledge, and networks. Bank loans provide instant capital and tax benefits, and their interest rates are often lower than the potential business returns. If he had saved for 2 years, he would have delayed his business growth. If a business can generate a 25 to 30% return, paying 8 to 9% interest on a loan is a smart decision. Advantages of being a businessman. There are significant benefits to being a businessman compared to being a salaried employee. For example, if both a businessman and a salaried person buy an iPhone worth $1,000, a businessman gets 18% GST returns, effectively paying $800. A salaried person has to pay the full $1,000. Elon Musk takes a small salary, but his companies generate billions in revenue. Since he covers most of his expenses through his businesses, he also gets tax benefits. Businessmen also have multiple income streams from stocks, real estate, and other investments. In contrast, salaried individuals have limited opportunities to grow their income. The middle-class mindset about fixed deposits. Middle-class people often invest heavily in fixed deposits, FDs, because they love words like security, fixed returns, money doubling, risk-free, guaranteed returns. But let's analyze an FD. A person invests $100K in an FD with an annual interest rate of 6% for 5 years. After 5 years, he gets $133,000, including interest. However, due to inflation, 7%, the real value of money decreases, meaning $140,000 is needed to maintain the same purchasing power. So, in reality, he loses money instead of making a profit. On the other hand, if he had invested in an index fund, which historically gives 15% annual returns, his money would have doubled to $200,000 in 5 years. Understanding good debt versus bad debt. Let's take an example of two brothers, Chris and Sam, who both take a $200,000 loan. Chris buys an iPhone. He enjoys it, but eventually gets bored and exchanges it for a new one at a 30% loss. Sam invests the $200,000 in a business and earns over $100,000 in profit. Now, Chris has to pay EMI from his pocket, whereas Sam uses his business profits to pay his EMI. This shows the difference between good debt, which increases wealth, bad debt, which becomes a financial burden. Final thoughts. Understanding smart investing, loans, and financial growth is key to becoming financially independent. Those who only focus on security and fixed returns often lose money to inflation, while those who invest wisely build wealth over time. Would you prefer playing it safe or growing your wealth smartly? Let me know in the comments. Taking charge of your financial future starts with making informed decisions. Learn about investments, understand debt, and use financial strategies that work for you. Whether you dream of starting a business, investing in stocks, or growing your wealth through smart planning, now is the time to take action. Start small, but start today. The sooner you begin, the better your financial future will be. Your financial journey is like planting a tree. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is now. Financial literacy is the key to unlocking wealth and independence. Make a plan, set goals, take risks wisely, surround yourself with financially savvy individuals, and keep learning every day. The biggest difference between the rich and the middle class is their understanding of money and how they make it work for them. So, will you be the one who lets money control you, or will you take control of your money? The choice is yours.